A long time no see on this channel. I wanted to come and make a video for you about how I cured my skin of those annoying little tiny rash acne bumps that I was sporting for probably, I feel like 2 years, maybe a year and a half, at least a year. And they're finally gone. So some of you guys have noticed and have been asking me questions about them. Some of you guys are getting them yourselves and want to know how I got rid of them. So I'm going to make this video for you and for anybody else out there who just wants to know, because it seriously is amazing. I'm still kind of going through the process of curing myself, but I am at the stage where a lot of it is gone enough so that I feel comfortable sharing with you that this has actually worked. So let me give you the whole backstory. Some of you guys know already that I am transitioning to vegan currently, but I decided to go raw vegan 2 years ago, which is something completely different. It's basically where you eat only raw foods, like you can't cook anything. So no cooking your vegetables, no cooking fruits, no cooking beans, nothing. I was constantly just eating all of this fruit, which is great, but I noticed that I started getting a lot of acne around this time. So anyway, fast forward, I stopped doing the raw vegan, but I noticed that my bumps did not go down. There was a correlation between the fruit that I was eating and my bumps. I was thinking, okay, maybe it was just like acidic fruit, like grapefruits and oranges. So I tried to cut out a lot of acidic fruit. But 6 months to a year later, I still had all these bumps on my forehead and on my chest. Got to the point where I was just kind of fed up. So I did my little Google thing and I was like, I love Google, by the way. You can find out anything. So there was a lot of forums about people who had similar problems. Tiny little bumps on your forehead and on your chest that are not going away with traditional acne treatments. So apparently what it is a condition called pityrosporum folliculitis. And I'll put it on the screen because I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Basically, like tiny little bumps on your forehead that grow from overproduction of yeast. But then I was like, wait a minute, I know a lot of raw vegans talk about a condition called candida, which is, I think it's like a yeast infection. I know it has something to do with yeast, and it's something that all raw vegans are like, try to avoid like the plague. And I was like, did I get like a slight form of candida or something? So I was like, okay, this makes sense that it would be a yeast overproduction. I was just eating a crap load of fruit, way too much fruit, and I probably just got, my body was just probably producing way too much yeast. The only way to get rid of that is like antibacterial treatments or like antifungal, that kind of thing. Regular acne treatments and just like regular cleanings is not going to get rid of an infection. And just keep in mind that all this information that I'm telling you, I'm not a dermatologist, so just take this for face value. I'm not licensed to tell you what it is. I'm just telling you what I found out. So one of the ways that a lot of people were saying that they treated it was with an over-the-counter product called Nizoral. This is Nizoral. It's an anti-dandruff shampoo. It contains 1% of an anti-dandruff drug, I guess, called ketoconazole. I'm saying that completely wrong. But it's non-prescription strength enough that you can purchase it over the counter. I think they also sell 2%, but where I went, they only sold 1%. And if you're going to try this, you want to start at the smallest dose anyway. So I was online late at night doing all this research, and I read about the Nizoral, and I was like, okay, I'm definitely going to pick this up the next day. But my face was itching, my chest was itching, and I was like, I gotta do something tonight because I cannot sleep like this. I can't. I just want to test something out to see if this really is a yeast bacteria type of situation or if this is just regular acne. Tea tree oil is like a very mild and natural antifungal treatment, and a lot of people use it for dandruff, and that's what the Nizoral shampoo was for. So I was like, okay, I have tea tree oil, I have it up the wazoo, so let me try that on my skin. So I washed my face, I put a little bit of tea tree oil just to suffice until the next day when I could go out and buy the shampoo. And I kid you not, the next morning it looked different, it looked better, and I couldn't really put my finger on why, like what exactly the tea tree oil did, but all I could tell was that it looked better than it did the night before, and it felt better. So I was like, oh, this is definitely bacteria, yay! Or yeast. I mean, that's probably the first time I ever would be like super excited about having yeast on my face or bacteria on my face, but just having a treatment felt really good. So I was like, okay, this is very promising. I went to Target. They sell this at Target in the regular shampoo aisle at Target. So I went and picked that up. I'll show you what it looks like. It's like this blue shampoo. Love this stuff. And what you basically do is you just kind of wipe it on the areas that need to be treated. For me, it's my forehead area, down the side of my face here, and then like a little bit on my cheeks. Not so much on my chin, but just kind of like in the shape of one of those like Iron Man helmets. So just like kind of around this area, forehead and cheek situation. So you would just kind of wipe it on those areas, and then I would add a little bit of water to make it like sudsy, and then I would keep it there for 15 minutes. So the very first night I kept it on for 15 minutes and I wiped it off, and no joke, my bumps went down. I know that sounds ridiculous, and I know you probably don't believe me. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. My bumps went down that night. Not all the way down, but it was clearly better. It was clearly treated. My little acne yeast bump things, whatever were on my forehead, were clearly shocked and retreated back into my skin. And I was looking in the mirror like, it's insane. I saw immediate results the first night. So I was stoked. Okay, so I just basically did the same thing. You do this morning and night to your face. So I woke up the next morning, I did the forehead, the cheeks again, left it on for 15 minutes, brush your teeth, do whatever, then rinse it off. Put a very moisturizing cream on your face afterwards because this does dry out your skin a lot. I'm still treating my chest because I did do my face before I kind of committed to doing my chest and my arms. Within 4 days, my skin looked completely different. Within 10 days, it was pretty much non-existent anymore, except for like a few bumps. Now I've just been treating it every now and then. Whenever it feels kind of itchy, I'll put it on. If you're hitting 2 weeks, you probably want to stop using this because number one, there is a drug in it and the directions itself tells you to only use it up to 8 weeks. But 2, you don't want your skin to get used to this. So like I said, I do have like a flare up every now and then where it feels kind of itchy, and I will just put a little bit of the shampoo on the flare up and it goes down immediately. Like the redness is gone, the itchiness is gone. And so I've just been using it as I need it, and then just using tea tree oil in my moisturizer at night to kind of keep that antifungal action, that yeast killing action or whatever it is at bay. So I didn't put on any foundation today because I want you guys to see what my skin actually looks like. I still have like brown scarring on my forehead, but you can see the acne has gone down significantly. Not acne, the bumps, the yeast bumps or whatever, they've gone down significantly, but it's definitely a lot smoother. Lots of scars, but not too many bumps. So I'll try to put a before picture here if I can find one, so you can just kind of see the difference in my forehead. And it just looks a lot better. So if you guys are struggling from something very similar to what I had, definitely try the Nazoral shampoo because it helped me a lot. I hope that eventually it will go away and I won't have to deal with it. I do want to see if I have candida, but yeah, that was definitely a quick fix. It took me about 7 to 10 days total to see a complete transformation in my skin. So I hope that this video helps. It was very long, I apologize, but I want to get you all the information. I do want to post more videos on this channel. I know some of you guys are wanting me to do some makeup tutorials. I definitely don't want this to be a makeup channel because I'm not a pro in makeup at all. I mean, I'm learning a lot, but I don't want it to be like a makeup channel. But I will definitely try to share some of my new kind of makeup looks here. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next one.